Okay, let's focus in on the installation or assembly of the Miata Tough Delta tail guards. As you can see here, the ring, which is this plastic piece here, has a joint or seam at the center right here. You don't see it probably in this video, but just keep that in mind. It has a small seam. When you get it, take that section right here and install it at the top end of this particular part. What you're going to do is you're going to use one of these clips here, attach the clip to this joint here, that is so that you can hold it better, and this part needs to be facing upward as it is right here. And these parts are assembled using your fingers. You do not need a screwdriver with these particular parts. And basically the way you see it here is the way they get assembled. You need to insert the ring into the three clips near the three corners of the G10 part, and using the small bolts, attach them to the G10 part and lock them with the three nuts. Basically, that's the way that gets installed. Here we have the Miata Tough Delta tailguard ring already with the assemble with the clips that hold on to the G10 triangular part. What you need to be aware of is that these clips have a small step, and all the steps are facing upward. You need that so that this part fits over that step and it holds the part a little bit better. In order to hold the parts, you're going to need to install each of these screws from under the clips. Once that's done, you mount this part right on top of the bolts, and you secure the setup with these three nuts. The other nut is somewhere over here. There we go. And what you should end up with is a part that looks like that. Once that part gets assembled, it gets attached with the existing tail guard mounting screws of the Blade SR at these locations. Make sure that the ring is centered in the part, because this is a flexible part. It will tend to flex and deform slightly. That is natural, it's not a defect. For a much better setup, you might want to glue this clip here, and only this one. This is the clip at the top of the ring. At the top of the ring you have a joint. These rings are split in half and joined in the center. It's the only way we can manufacture these rings, these durable rings. Make sure you apply a little bit of glue to that joint. Mount the clip, let it dry, and that will hold the ring more securely. Just keep in mind you want that joint of the ring at the very top. You don't want it at the bottom or at the sides. Make sure that's at the horizontal stabilizer gets mounted with the existing Blade SR hardware for the stock stabilizer, and it gets mounted in very much the same way that the stock one does, like so. And just screw that onto the that bracket, and it will hold it nice and. Please don't let the color variations confuse you. These are very much the same parts that I'm using here, and in the orange color scheme. I came across various discussions about how some people were breaking the anti-rotation forks on their helicopters, and this doesn't start with the SR. This has happened in many other helicopter designs, frame designs. and so I thought it would be useful to include a couple little brackets. They don't add much weight, the way they've been designed, which simply attach to the existing frame via the existing canopy support bar, and a small bolt which we are also including with a nut, a lucky nut, to hold it in place near the boom support. We're also including a bolt, rubber spacer, and a nut to secure the end of this these brackets a little bit better. They hold very nice, very rigid setup. It's part of the G10 parts tree, as I mentioned, and you can consider these a bonus item. The other bonus item that we're including in the G10 parts tree is are a couple of buckles for the Velcro strap. I found that the existing strap was falling off the slots on the frame, and I wanted something to retain them a little bit better. I also wanted something to hold the battery a little more snug on the sides while sitting on the on this area here of the main frame. So these buckles were designed with that in mind, and they hold the battery a little bit tighter and more secure. It also allows you to grab the Velcro with a little more precision and strap it a little more tighter than you would without these little buckles. They're not just decorative buckles, they're there for the purpose that I just mentioned. And if you're a little bit older, 45, 50 years old perhaps, you might find that this comes very handy with your hands. Anyway, it's there. It's a bonus part for you to use it or not use it, if you will. I like to design products with simplicity, ease, and durability. I think durability is one of my main focuses when I design a part, and then I start cutting it down to where it's light enough that it does not jeopardize the strength of the part and the protection that that part is going to give you for that particular application or for that particular product. I had a little problem with the tail end of the blade SR, and it's the same issue that I've had with almost every fin that's out there that follows the same design approach. Most fins that are included with most helicopters are rigid, and I guess I am one of the outlaws in this particular area that just does not like that particular type style fin. I would talk a little more in detail about this particular fin. I think it's obvious the functionality in my other video where I showed the helicopter being tested for the landing gear and tail section. When I dropped the helicopter from high above ground.